Remember these guys? Sofrito and the achote oil we made? Well, today I'm going to be using both of them in a dish, and I think you guys are going to like it. And it's arroz con gandules, which also known as rice with pigeon peas. We're going to need to use our fresh ingredients, our sofrito and our achote oil. You're also going to need medium grain rice. Now, if you cannot find medium grain, you most certainly can use long grain. Next, we're going to add ham. Now, you can use a large steak ham or 2 small ones like I have here. If you're not looking to use ham, you most certainly can use any other smoked meat. And if you don't want to add any meat, you can use liquid smoke. Just use a couple of dashes. That will give you that smoky flavor. These are the main ingredients I'll be using for this dish. The rest of the ingredients shown in the video will be listed at the end of the video, so don't forget to check that out. Next, we're going to add 4 cups of rice, and we're going to wash our rice. Now, you may want to do this a couple of times. You want it to run clear. You're going to strain it and then set it aside. You're going to need a pot with a tight-fitting lid. This is a caldero, specifically used when you make arroz con gandules. You also can use a Dutch oven. If using any other pot, make sure your bottom is not thin, otherwise the rice will burn. In a separate saucepan, we're going to add 5 1/4 cups of chicken stock. You can certainly use beef or just hot water. Now let's get cooking. We're going to add our achote oil to our pot, heat it up until it starts sizzling. Then we're going to add our sofrito. And then we're going to add our olives, and then you'll add your salt, pepper, and cumin, and you'll cook the sofrito. It's about 5 minutes. We'll then add our ham, then we'll add our tomato sauce, and then we're going to add our rice, and then you want to make sure that's coated really well. And then when you get to coat all of that, we're going to check to see if the rices actually have that white, starchy kind of coat on there. See that? And then you'll add your gandules, which I add actually at the end because they're very delicate. Next, we're going to add our chicken stock to our rice. Now, we want to make sure that we have 1 inch of liquid above the rice line. Now, in order to check to make sure that your rice comes out nice and fluffy, we're going to use this technique. There's another technique, but this one is dipping the back of a spoon into the pot, which I do. And then you want to have about 2 inches of a finger width. And I'm using my middle finger, and if it reaches the top of the line, you're good to go. And just like my aunt does, we'll sprinkle garlic powder on top. Then we'll turn the heat up on medium-high heat, and we'll boil that until the water meets the rice. We'll add a sprig of cilantro. When the water meets the rice, we will stir it from the bottom up, and then we'll put it into a mound. I like to put it into a mound, as you see here. Turn your heat down to low. We're going to cover it, and we're going to let it cook for 20 minutes. Once the 20 minutes is up, remove the lid, then give the rice a nice fluff, and you're ready to serve.